is the next target for the investigations in the Andhra liquor scam. Former Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy. The case has been brewing for a while, remember, and the arrest of YSRCP MP Mithun Reddy, followed by Jagan being named in the charge sheet filed by the police, suggests that trouble is mounting for the YSRCP chief Vasudha.
It's not just Jagan Mohan Reddy, Veera. Several other YSRCP leaders have been named in this scam. In fact, former Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister K. Narayanaswamy was also summoned but did not appear before the SIT today. Remember, Veera, while Jagan has been named, he has not been made an accused in the charge sheet that has been filed by the CID of Andhra Police.
That's right. There are many political dimensions to this case, Vasudha, and all eyes on what next for Jagan Mohan Reddy, because the allegations are serious. We'll have a YSRCP TDP face-off in a bit, but first, Uma Sudhir with the details.
So the stage seems to be set for summoning former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy before the special investigation team that is investigating into the AP liquor case. The 305-page charge sheet, that's a preliminary document, we are told, that was filed on Saturday, has his name in multiple places, and the suggestion is that he had received a pecuniary benefit. I must point out that he has not been added as an accused yet in this particular case. Things started heating up even more after the arrest of the YSRCP MP from Rajampet, Mr. PV Mithun Reddy, who has been accused number 4, named as accused number 4 in this case. And yes, there are about 12 people who have been arrested. And the allegation seems to be that there was some kind of a syndicate that was formed in 2019 when YSRCP came to power, that they had had a meeting at the Park Hyatt here where distillery owners and others were called, and that they had the distilleries had been threatened, owners had been threatened to agree to a system where the order for supply would be done manually, and there will be a predetermined indent, and based on the prices that are put in the OFS, there would be a commission of up to 12% that is paid. Actually, that went up to 20%, and the allegation is that as much as 50 to 60 crore rupees was being collected as kickback or commission every single month, and the SIT has estimated that 3,200, and in some places the figure has been mentioned as 3,500 crore rupees is the loss to the exchequer. The allegation that is being made is that whether it is Mithun Reddy, Vijay Sai Reddy, or you have other people like the first accused in this particular case, KC Reddy, Rajshekhar Reddy, who was IT advisor to Jagan Mohan Reddy, all of them accused in this particular case, and Jagan Mohan Reddy has reacted very strongly to this, saying that he believes that all this is politically motivated. He has called the arrest of Mithun Reddy as illegitimate, and he says that in fact the Chandrababu Naidu was out on bail in a liquor case that had been filed when Jagan Mohan Reddy was the chief minister, and he says it is a kind of a political revenge that is being done by the present regime.
YSRCP MP Madila Gurumurthy is with me. Sir, today your colleague, Member of Parliament Mithun Reddy, had been arrested in the alleged liquor scam. The TDP has been saying that there are evidences that they have gathered, and according to those evidences, this is the 4th person from the YSRCP who had been arrested. What do you want to say?
Telugu Desam party doing Vendanta politics in Andhra Pradesh. That's why they are made false allegations. They are mainly targeting YSR Congress party's main leaders only. Why? Because they want to weaken the YSR Congress party. That's the reason they are putting so many cases on YSR Congress party leaders.
అక్రమ అరెస్టో కోర్టులు చెప్తాయండి. ఒక ఎంపీని అరెస్ట్ చేయడం అనేది ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఈజీ థింగ్. ఎన్నో ఎవిడెన్స్లు ఉండి పక్కా ఎవిడెన్స్లు ఉంటేనే కానీ ఒక ఎంపీని అరెస్ట్ చేయలేం. ఈరోజు నాలాంటి దాన్నో మీలాంటి దాన్నో తీసుకొచ్చి ప్రతిపక్షంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలాగోలాగా చేసేవచ్చు, ఏదైనా కేసు పెట్టవచ్చు. కానీ ఒక ఎంపీ మీద మేము పెడుతున్న అరెస్ట్ చూపించారు అనేటప్పుడు ఎవిడెన్స్ ఉంటేనే మేము చేస్తాం.
Well, joining us for a quick face-off this evening, Vasudha, Bharatram Margani of the YSRCP and Deepak Reddy Gunapati of the TDP. Deepak Reddy, first to you. The accusation is that this is pure political vendetta and you are targeting your political opponent with this case.
Veera, I'm really shocked that YCP people can even say it's political vendetta when the evidence is so clear. And if you see the remand report, It is a 28-page remand report, and the preliminary charge sheet is 305 pages covering more than 300 different points. So the evidence is absolutely clear. High Court and Supreme Court has refused to give them bail because the evidence, the prima facie evidence is clearly visible. So let's just put aside the political vendetta part. But let's come to the actual issue here. If you see the Delhi liquor scam, the national media was talking about it for so long, and it's about 100-odd crore scam. But this particular scam in Andhra Pradesh, liquor scam, is between 20 to 30,000 crores. So Delhi liquor scam is like child's play front of what has happened in AP. And what's worse is, you can check the medical records. More than 30,000 deaths have taken place because of the bad liquor quality, and 35 lakh people have been hospitalized with kidney and liver issues. And these are all figures which can be verified and checked.
Okay.
So prima facie, not just the size of the scam, the human toll. I mean, this is almost like a genocide.
Absolutely.
For the
Okay.
greed of money.
Your point is taken, Mr. Reddy. Let me go across to Bharatram. Bharatram, even if you call this a political vendetta, some would say that you started it with the arrest of CBN last year before elections. So, in politics, we have seen this happening quite a few times. We've seen this in my home state of, and Veera's home state of Tamil Nadu as well. So, how do you justify this as being politically motivated?
Yeah, very good evening. Just give me a couple of minutes uninterrupted. I wanted to go in detail. So this so-called TDP coalition government, they are absolutely going with a vindictive politics. They are sowing vendetta. They are sowing they need to reap again because they're sowing a bitter animosity within the public and the society. Here, I would like to ask the TDP spokesperson. Here, who is the government itself has sold the liquor itself, and they framed a policy which is I'd like to mention here. The policy itself is scrutinized by the Competition Commission of India. I would like to ask the TDP spokesperson, is there any license of distilleries was sanctioned in the time of YSR Congress party, I mean the government? There is not even a single sanction was given at the time. If there is any so-called, the so-called liquor scam, they've been quoting it. So how can it be happened? Here the liquor sales got dropped down significantly. And when it comes to the state revenue in terms of liquor, that has exponentially raised. Because when you see the figures of the last regime of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, it was somewhere around 16,000 crores per annum. At the time of Jagan Garu's regime, it has increased significantly by about 25,000 crores. So here the transparency is very clear. When the liquor sales got down, and when the revenue got increased...
I'm not interrupting you. You requested for time without interruption. You've raised a question. Let me get Deepak to answer. Deepak, he's raised a specific question. Answer.
Veera, I mean, it is really surprising to listen to this gentleman speaking like holier than thou when the evidence is absolutely clear. Not one or two. Let me just quote a couple of them. 150 to 600 rupees kickback was given with 60 crores a month, amounting to 3,570 crores with evidence on record. Gold,
What record
Bharatram, respond.
Have some courtesy, please.
Bharatram, respond to what Deepak is saying.
Gold bills were caught in their car, red-handed, running into hundreds of crores.
Is there any money trail happened?
Bharatram, let Mr. Deepak respond. We'll come back to you.
When the truth is coming out, they try to interrupt. Kindly mute this guy. When the truth is coming out, they can't handle it. They want to stop it.
It's very absurd.
Deepak, please go on.
You raise a question and he will respond. Let's be clear. Bharatram raised a question, you respond, and then Bharatram, you can raise another question or respond to what Deepak says. Go ahead, Deepak. 20 seconds, finish your point.
And gold bills were found in their cars, running into hundreds of crores. Hawala transactions have been found. 7 dens with Google takeout locations have been found. And they actually filmed the cash which was being put in these 7 dens each time, and the evidence in video has been found. And now this gentleman talks as if nothing has happened.
Why does your party say that this is a case that has been built on witnesses who have been forced into these claims? Why does your party say that?
It's not one or two,
See,
Vasudha.
No.
It is a huge network.
No. Mr.
a huge
Deepak,
network.
Let Bharat speak.
Mr. Deepak is quoting and is aiding on the national media. What kind of evidence do they have? And what is the money trail happened? I'm asking straightly. And in the regime of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, by the time there was the hand-picked distilleries, the lion's share of orders were given at the time of Chandrababu's regime. There was the scam happened by the time to divert this issue. I'm asking straightly. So when the revenue got increased and the transparency is there, so how come he can quote? If they do have an evidence, so kindly show here. Would like to see in the span of 13 months.
Revenue
what
has
kind of
increased,
money
no loss to
trail
the
did they made?
exchequer. Why are you claiming a scam? Revenue has increased, no loss to the exchequer. Why are you claiming a scam is the question being raised.
Wonderful. The first thing is the gentleman representing YCP has no clue, because if you would have read the charge sheet, a 305-page charge sheet, a preliminary charge sheet, has been extremely in detail, running into more than 350 different points. So all the details are right there.
You may quote what is there in the charge sheet. You may quote it.
Yeah, one second. I would just like to put this on record. In 2018, when our government got off, there was 3.84 lakh cases of liquor being sold. When Jagan Reddy's government came in, the sales fell to 1.87 lakh. And similarly, beer, 2.77 crore cases were sold.
No. You cannot air
79% respectively the
You
sales
cannot
fell.
air false
And this
statements here.
was all
If
this
you
was
have
all
any
done
records,
through seconds.
just put it over.
Illegally spurious liquor was manufactured and
No,
sold
last
in
20
cash
seconds, Vasudha.
in spite of
Bharatram,
we demanding
give
that
your
it has
final
to be
point.
sold in wallet. So this is the size of the magnitude. What happens in liquor is, out of every 10 rupees, 9 rupees goes for taxes. So these guys have actually did seconds, which is 30 to 40%. And that's where this huge amount of 20 to 30,000 crores have come in. So this is the fact.
Last 30 seconds, Bharatram, you respond.
See, initially, the allegation was made, there was a scam of about 50,000 crores. Initially, they have quoted. And later stage, it came down to 30,000 crores. And later stage, now to 3,000 crores. And how much money trail has been happened? How much amounts been seized by this coalition government? I've been asking straightly. Not even a single penny is being seized. So here I'm asking them, they are spinning up the stories for this media critics. I still don't understand. See, they need to prove once the liquor sales got increased exponentially,
Ultimate truth is whether it is any other state, Vasudha, ultimately prohibition and liquor seems to be the money spinner as far as politics is concerned.
Absolutely, Veera. And every time the argument is the same. If the revenues are increasing, why are you crying a scam? But then that is not going to be any excuse to corruption that happens, isn't it?